Sometimes you really feel it.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you guys all for tuning in to yet another Dewyer Lives vlog. So happy to have you guys here and watching. This morning we are headed out of New York State and we're headed to New York City. We're gonna go to New York City for a couple days and then head down to Raleigh to see my brother again in North Carolina. But we are gonna go to New York City because Josh has never been, I've never been. It's kind of a bucket list thing. So we're gonna drive the trek down to New York City. So yes, Hollywood Josh and I are on another adventure, taking the van back down to Florida for the winter, with our first step being the Big Apple.
And other times I really feel down, but you keep a smile up on your face. You gotta know that you're enough, and can't nobody take your place. You just gotta keep on pressing on. You're an exception. Alright, we're just coming into New York City now. It looks pretty crazy. It's pretty foggy though, so can't really see much, but we're going through the tunnel. You've got something special. Alright, our very first stop in New York City is Central Park, actually. We didn't plan on that being our first stop, but it ended up being our first stop. So we just got into the park, and it's crazy to me that this is the only like park, grass, nature area really around. There's not much else for greenery in this city, which is crazy. I don't know how people have animals, people have dogs. I don't know how people can live without having nature all around you. But I'm from Michigan and very, very fortunate to have a lot of nature anywhere I go in any direction. So pretty crazy, but it's very beautiful. Central Park was magical. We got there in the rain, so it was a picture perfect moment walking through Central Park in New York City in the rain. It was actually kind of lovely.
I can't get away from this, I feel it all the time. See through all the blinds, hear the calling night. I can't get away from this, I just can't let you.
Alright, so we got to New York City and we're walking through Central Park now. This is kind of our first destination. We're gonna go park at a spot we know tonight for the night, and we are gonna see Times Square later on. And then tomorrow we're gonna get up really early, maybe go see the Today Show. My dad had suggested going and seeing the Today Show. We're gonna get up early, gonna go have a bagel. We're gonna go check out Manhattan, see the Met. We're gonna see the cathedral, St. Patrick's Cathedral, and then we're going to maybe check out the Grand Central Station and the public library, because those are cool buildings I've heard as well. My friend Shelby, his sister, lives here, so she's told me a few things to go do. And there's squirrels everywhere. Hollywood is so interested. And then we're gonna go check out Brooklyn in the afternoon, walk the bridge, and check out all that Brooklyn has to offer tomorrow afternoon. So it'll be very interesting. But we're here, New York City. Bucket list thing off the list now. Josh has never been to New York City.
I'm from New York.
Even though he's from New York, I don't get it. He lives 5 hours away. It only took us 5 hours to get here, and he's never driven down and checked the city out. But I will say this, traffic was crazy. Driving Ellie through New York City was nuts. We drove right through Times Square, and it was crazy, and it's post-COVID, so it's probably not as crazy as it normally would be.
By standing still as the world tilts, I guess I was made before.
All right, we made it out of Central Park and we're at the Met now. So the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Hey, Elijah gave me quarters.
Yeah, do it. I used to watch Gilmore Girls, and they were filmed on these stairs, which is kind of cool. Josh is throwing a quarter in that his son Elijah gave him. It's gonna mean good luck for us. I think because it's raining in New York City right now, it actually means luck. I think that's a good luck thing. So this fountain's pretty cool.
The Met, or the Metropolitan Museum of Art, is a very popular set of staircases. It is seen in a lot of different movies and TV shows, just like Gossip Girl. Not Gilmore Girls. I said Gilmore Girls earlier, but it's actually Gossip Girl. And we definitely want to go back and go look around inside next time.
All right, we finally made our way to Grand Central Station. Look at it.
Looking out through a tainted window, watching our lives unfold. Some doors happen to be open, while others they stay closed. While we try to plan ahead, nobody truly knows what tomorrow.
All right, we found our parking spot for the night. It's a little bright, but it's a little side street. We're parked right outside Moulin Rouge, and we are going to make tacos for dinner. We got to Rockefeller Center. Whoa, it's so tall. Video doesn't do it justice, but it's so tall.
That's how the story goes.
This is where the ice skating center and the big Christmas tree normally is. They always have the big Christmas tree, like the huge Christmas tree. So this place would be cool at Christmas. All right, we're walking down Times Square. Checking it out. It's so weird. We're not from this city. We love cities though. We haven't been in a city like this since New Orleans, really.
It's a lot of city.
It's a lot of city.
Times Square was so bright and entertaining. Each way I looked, there was a screen or lights or an advertisement. It was pretty crazy how much of just advertisements there were there and how that draws so much people just for that kind of thing. But it was very cool to see.
Who would have thought that just a bunch of advertisements would have been so cool? But we made it! Pre-COVID, it probably was a little bit busier, but it's not that busy actually tonight, so it's only Monday night too. It'd be crazy.
Park Deli right on Broadway, about 2 blocks from Times Square for the night, right outside Moulin Rouge.
All over us.
Good morning, everybody. So today is day 2 in New York City. We kind of had a panicky morning. We woke up at 7 a.m. because the spot we were parked at that was right next to Times Square was metered. And so we woke up and Josh paid for an hour so we could sleep till 8 a.m. and then woke up again at 8 a.m. with a parking ticket. And it's $115, which is crazy, They make so much money in parking tickets. But, so we drove around Riverside looking for free parking. And we drove up and down for about a half an hour and we found a spot, a really good spot actually. And the street sweepers, they come 2 days a week. And so 2 days a week you have to wait in your car for an hour and a half to wait for the street sweepers to go by, and then you can park again. And we luckily found a spot where the street sweeper is Monday, Thursday. Today's a Tuesday, and you guys are watching this on a Sunday. But yeah, so Ellie's parked back here by the trees on Riverside, and then we got this big open field that's actually fenced in, so if no one's around, we can let Hollywood off the leash and keep him on his e-collar. He can run around, and he's tied up to a tree out here so he can run around and play with the ball and stuff. So yeah, pretty good spot. we're gonna park here all day today and take the subway around town, and then we're going to sleep here tonight, which will be really, really nice, really quiet. Last night I was woken up by something that sounded like a gunshot, but I don't know if it was. And then we're gonna leave tomorrow morning, so this should be a good spot. Taking our subway ride to Little Italy for lunch. We're gonna go there and find some pizza or pasta. We're gonna eat and then do all the lower Manhattan things today, like the ferry to Staten Island and the Brooklyn Bridge and the 9/11 Memorial. Good stuff. This was Hollywood's first subway ride, and he was a little bit nervous at first, a little whiny. He didn't know what was going on because the noises were so loud and the subway shakes. All right, we walked through Chinatown and down to Little Italy, where we got a pizza and I got a glass of wine. So I'm gonna finish my wine and we're gonna take off and walk, I think, towards the 9/11 Memorial. We're gonna go there first, and then we're gonna take the ferry over to Staten Island so we can get some kind of cool city views and this view of the Statue of Liberty. So that'll be really cool. And then after that, we're gonna explore Brooklyn, and then we'll be out of here in the morning. So not a lot of time spent in New York City, but it's pretty pricey with the parking ticket and then the parking we spent. It's been pretty pricey already, so we definitely don't want to spend too much time here, but it was cool to come. So that's what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. So we're actually in Chinatown right now. All right, so we're coming up on the 9/11 Memorial right now, and you know, despite my like personal opinions and stuff on what happened during all that and how like messed up it really was, it's crazy to see where the buildings actually were and to like think about what really happened that day. So my heart goes out to anyone who was affected by that or lost anyone in that. That's super, super sad. Super sad. But it's pretty spectacular to see the big clearing in the buildings where the buildings used to stand, and it looks like they built a new tower as well, which is just crazy to see that. This was so surreal and very sad to see, to really realize what happened on September 11th. Like I said, my heart goes out to anyone who lost a family member or loved one in that terrible, terrible accident. A quick stop at Wall Street to see the famous bull, and then for some city views on the Staten Island ferry. All right, now we're heading across the ferry to Staten Island, which is a free thing to do, and you see the Statue of Liberty and kind of a view of the city on your way out there. So we're on the ferry ride. So we headed out for some city views of Manhattan. Oh, and the Statue of Liberty, of course. The Staten Island ferry is actually a really good thing to do if you want to get some good Manhattan city views and also to get pretty close to the Statue of Liberty. It's totally free, and you just hop on. It's about 25 minutes across, and then you have to get off, but then you can get right back on for free. Good morning, everybody. Today is our last day in New York City. We are getting out of here this morning. We're gonna go to Tal Bagels and get ourselves a bagel and some cream cheese for breakfast, and then we are headed out. It was a fun time in New York City. The only thing that was tricky or not as easy was the parking. It's hard to find parking, but we found a good spot last night. We were actually woken up by some firefighters today. I can't park on Wednesdays, of course, in the spot we were at, so they knocked on the window. They said, "Good morning," and they said that they would move their fire truck so we could get out. Otherwise, they were towing all the vehicles. So that was a nice way to start our morning. But parking is rough. Other than that, it was really, really awesome here. And I'd say 10 out of 10 recommend.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely visit. The city's clean. Everyone's reasonably nice. We didn't feel like it was unsafe at all. We walked around at midnight, 1 o'clock. Didn't feel unsafe at all. It's pretty magical. There's stuff on every corner. There's stuff to do everywhere. Lots of shops, lots of cool shops. You can buy most of the good stuff right on the street. There's food everywhere, good food. We got Chinese last night. We're getting a bagel this morning. We had cannolis. We had pizza from Little Italy. I had a glass of wine in Little Italy. We didn't hit up any pubs, so we'll save that for next time. We didn't go to Brooklyn, so we'll save that for next time. We do have some shots of the Brooklyn Bridge, however, so we'll save that for next time. Maybe the top of the Rockefeller Center, we're gonna do that next time too. So we have a few things to come back here for. So we'll definitely be back. My mom wants to come, so maybe I'll be back with my mom next summer, who knows. But we're gonna go get ourselves a bagel and get out of town. All right, we are on our way to Raleigh, North Carolina now. We're about 6 hours away. We're gonna get there pretty late tonight, and then tomorrow morning we are gonna be working. So we're gonna get up early and go to work. So I'm gonna leave you guys here for this vlog. All we're doing is driving today. So thank you guys so much for watching the New York City vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely recommend going there if you've never been there. It's a magical, magical city. There's a lot going on. It's super fun, but parking is a little rough. So just be aware that parking isn't gonna be easy, and parking tickets are expensive. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Like this video if you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. So now we're headed to my brother's house in Raleigh, North Carolina. Next Sunday, we are in North Carolina doing some fun things with my brother and my mom. Thank you guys all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked this episode, please give me a thumbs up or a like. That helps me out with YouTube's algorithm a little bit. And please subscribe if you're not already. That helps me out a lot. Give this a little comment and let me know what you thought. I appreciate it. And thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.